I think we are live. Wow.
Are we?
That was a wild ride, man. Technical difficulties.
I'll never get that 10 minutes back.
No one will know because the video has been deleted.
Yeah, you're right.
Or has it? The engineer she recovered it and then encoded it and discoded it, and now she knows about my parents' plan to destroy the universe. Crazy interlude, right? Anyways.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about here? Yeah, so Superman was good. I think that was the recap.
Yeah, it was good. Good movie.
Superman was good movie. Thoroughly enjoyed. Thoroughly enjoyed. So, yeah, I'm gonna do. We're gonna circle back to that question that we discussed earlier.
Which was?
Which actor stole the spotlight? I'll throw it up here.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Honestly, you know what? Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen was phenomenal.
Bro, they never wound why all these chicks were in love with this kid.
I don't know, man, but Jimmy, I always say so. Like, okay, Nathan Fillion played Guy Gardner, and he also plays John Nolan in The Rookie, which we watch.
Yeah.
So, and every time something happens with John in The Rookie, I just look at my wife and I go, "That's the Riz Master."
I guess Jimmy's the Riz Master.
Yeah, he is the Riz Master. What's up, Dan?
Yo,
I still don't know how to spell or how to say your gamer tag. Like zero idea. But yeah, that's cool. So Superman was good. Lex Luthor was a great actor.
Carried a lot of the film.
Lex Luthor. I say Lex Luthor is a great actor. He was Nicholas Hoult, man. He's a great character. Nicholas Hoult is a great actor. He played the role so well, in fact, that I really think that it was Lex Luthor acting and not, a real life
good
person.
save. That was a good save.
I don't know if you've seen the Superman and Lois show. That's a great show. Aethel Wolf. Yeah, that's a cool name. So, yeah. So, unpopular opinion: the dog was the only good actor.
We said that.
That's a good opinion, man.
He stole the show.
Yeah, Crypto did. He did. In fact, he was a good boy. He was a very good boy.
Yeah.
So
solid.
He was a very good boy.
He likes to play with toys.
Obviously. He does like to play with toys. That's a fact. But yeah, no, I think Lex was great, man. He was phenomenal. Really enjoyed.
They really got his psychopath down. Like that dude was insane.
The psychopath, yeah, dude, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody was saying that Superman was trash. Okay, look,
we had that convo about how weak he was already.
Can you specify Superman 2025 or Superman the movie 1978? Because I'm having a hard distinction. I really can't tell which one was trash on. I don't think neither of them were trash. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I thought he was going to
say. Which, Lex was he was a necessary evil. So, necessary evil. Very much enjoyed Lex. Who else doesn't get a lot of love? 2025. Who else doesn't get a lot of love in this film?
Hawkeye, Hawk Girl.
Hawk Girl. Okay, Hawk Girl had murder on her mind. Okay.
Yeah, she's kind of a psycho too.
Murder on her mind. So,
that dude, Bavarian president was like, "Yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing." She's like, "Okay," just drops the ball.
Yeah. So,
apparently you didn't get a lot of. Yes, it was Jesse.
It was me.
I can't believe your mom would say that. That's crazy.
My mom's a rascal.
Apparently.
Yeah. Hot Girl had murder on her mind, and it was very. And I actually like that. I liked the what's it called? I like the I'm trying to think of the right word.
The element guy. Oh.
Metamorpho. No, I enjoyed Metamorpho. No, I'm saying the dynamic between Hawk Girl and Superman. It was like, oh, you're not gonna, you're like Superman. You're not gonna hurt me. You're not gonna
Yeah.
do anything to me. And she's like, well, I'm not Superman. So, um, which it kind of tracks with Hawk Girl's character,
hmm
at least for me.
Yeah, she's kind of a brute, honestly.
Yeah, very much enjoyed it. I'd like to see her interact with some more characters within the Justice Leagues. I don't think that
The
she's a
Justice Gang.
she's a decent actor, but I don't think that her as a character could stand on her own quite yet.
No,
Um,
definitely not.
but yeah, Guy Gardner was great.
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific was in fact terrific. He was very terrific.
I was laughing at
Um,
everything. He was just that mellow dude that just knew how to do everything. It was like, please stop. Just let me work.
Yeah, dude. That I wrestled with that one, honestly. I think Mr. Terrific was one of those like could have stole the show kind of characters. I was like, as soon as his scenes came up, and he was like, "I'll go save Superman" or whatever. I'm like, dude, he's gonna end up like stealing the rest of the movie
Mm-hmm.
if we're not careful. So it got a little scary there for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I very much enjoyed Mr. Terrific. It was great to have like a, I don't know, he was very much like he was more on the like Batman's character side of things. Very brute, like very kind of like
Mellow.
brooding, yeah. Which that'll be interesting to see that dynamic with Superman and Batman once they get Batman on the screen.
Yeah, they get acquainted. Did you notice the Gotham City sign that they had in there? They threw it in there.
I did.
Yeah,
I
saw
did.
that off rip, and I was like, oh, that
Well-
Leonardo DiCaprio scene in the Hollywood movies, like, I literally did that, and Taylor's
Yeah.
like, "What's Goth?" That's my wife's name, and she goes, "What's Gotham?" And I was like, "Oh, you have so much to learn, but we love you." It's where
Yeah.
Batman lives. That's what it is.
So yeah, no, she goes, "What's Gotham?" And you're like, no, yeah. So I tell my wife, I've been telling her like, she asked like how close Gotham and Metropolis were, and I'm like, well, Gotham's like the sister city,
Mhm.
kind of like across the pond sort of thing, like so. And so she see every time she saw water in the movie, she was like, "Is Gotham across there? Is that Gotham right there? That building?" And I'm like, "No, it's not quite across the water, but
Well, you said it, man. You're like, it's across the pond.
yeah." So let me think. What else did we miss in this movie?
I mean, Superman got his butt kicked a lot, which I watched this movie with my wife and my father-in-law, and he was like, "What the heck, man? Superman's not supposed to get his butt kicked for the whole movie." And he kind of had a point, because like I understand you were saying earlier, he's Superman, so it's kind of hard to, like, yeah, he's invulnerable against your everyday little robber or whatever, and he can
Right.
stop a bullet and this and that. So you got to give the villain a little bit of oomph.
Oh, for sure.
Which I think the cloning Superman was. I mean, I kind of saw it coming, but at the same time, I was kind of like, "Whoa, that's new." So that was neat. It gave him a little bit of challenge, I guess, is the right term there. What do you think? I mean, I wish I would have gotten a little bit more of Superman, like kicking booty, just a little more. Like he had some good shots, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I definitely would have liked to see some. He's the new woke Superman. What is it?
Oh my
Superman
gosh,
was-
that's my father-in-law.
Come on, man.
Oh man, Chuck Jim, got to do better than that. Their father-in-law.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, we can pull this off. Yeah. No, you can still see in the chat. It's cool. Let's go through these. Spoiler alert. Hey, spoilers. There are spoilers. Watch out. Let me check this guy out. Superman was weak this go around. 99% of the movie was him getting beat up and being a child about
Be a
it.
child about it.
I mean, you take a kick to the groin like that and get up is, I think that's not being weak.
I mean, if you look at how he battled the big monster thing, was it kaiju? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the kaiju. I mean, you know,
He was doing fine.
he definitely wasn't. There was something about that where he was not like in the back of his mind. He was not worried about it. You know what I mean? Like he
Mhm.
just seemed more like focused on can I save it? Can we get these people out of here? You know, and it wasn't like a oh my gosh, I'm like 2 for 2. Like I'm not gonna handle this well. I don't think it was that at all. I think he is super powerful, and the fact that he was getting knocked around by these other guys was like a testament to their power and not necessarily Superman's weakness.
Inability. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know,
I can agree with that.
garbage.
But
Garbage.
as the movie went, my biggest problem, I was like, every time he fights the villain, dude, he's just getting his butt kicked, and he's having to get health and
Why
this
you bully
that.
me? Why you bully me?
I can't help myself. You know, he is the new woke Superman.
No, he's weak. Just say it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say woke. I don't think the movie was necessarily woke.
No, I didn't catch that vibe. I didn't think it was woke, but he
wasn't very
definitely
much
was.
woke.
First glance, he looked real weak. But like at the end, he showed that strength. I guess if you really wanted to argue that, he showed that little bit of strength. He pulled that crap out of his thing, and
Right.
Anyway,
he's weak.
he's weak. Just say it.
I don't have.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't think he's weak. He just has powerful enemies.
It's powerful enemies, man. Come on. Listen, I'm kind of a Superman apologist, so I will sit here all day and argue with you. Spent the length of this movie watching a man get beat up. Were you watching the right film? I think he was watching Brokeback Mountain. Oh my gosh.
We're keeping it PG-13.
Dude got drugged.
Dude got drugged. He did get drugged, especially in the baseball field. He was getting his butt kicked.
Yeah. It did. Yeah, you know. Oh, okay.
God, coming in.
I like it. Wrong, man.
I'm just wrong. I
Yeah,
gotta do better.
I don't know. I
switching topics a little bit. I thoroughly enjoyed the soundtrack. I'm a soundtrack person. I thought it was good. I thought there were some cool shots. A couple of them, I was talking to my wife about it, and she was like, "Yeah, there's a few," and a few resonated. You know, obviously the one where he's kind of lifting out of the rubble pile, and you just see kind of a silhouette of Superman.
Yeah,
and then the dust, and like that was like computer screen background. That was cool.
Right.
And then the one where he's like saving that one car from the building, that was cool. Hold on, Django Fett has a good point.
Sorry, let's bring that up. Being woke these days considers masculinity as a toxic trait.
That's true.
That is true. That is true. And I don't know. I mean, some people wanted to say it was woke for the political themes, but I don't even think.
I didn't catch any of that.
I really didn't, honestly. Like, and because of Lex's drive, you know, it was like his whole thing of like, and even James Gunn said that Lex views Superman like we view AI. So it was sort of like a you know, this is what it could possibly do to us. It could cripple the way that we see life, you know, and also wrapped in his envy of just someone being worshipped more than him. Like, I don't think his ego could handle that necessarily. It did in this movie's a no-go. Okay, pal.
Your mom.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, compared with man, so many movies these days, especially in the Superman realm, I think Lex and Crypto need to do a spinoff. Hey,
I'd watch it.
I'd probably still
I'd
watch it,
try to watch
honestly.
it.
Hey,
Yeah, I
there were
would.
so many good characters, that it's like it was easy to pick any one of those characters and do a spinoff, and like
I
you
mean,
probably would have been okay with it.
Crypto alone is going to get people in theaters. We know that.
Yeah. Now, I did see a review where someone said that Crypto was kind of like the screaming goats from Thor.
Mm-hmm.
The Thor, what was it, the fourth one? I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
The In and Out, and I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense, but they didn't really like play a role so much as just they were there.
Mm-hmm.
Django Fett says it didn't feel like Superman, not the Superman we grew up watching anyway. So I don't know what your age range is. We've got a millennial here.
Yeah, but I think it was meant to be different. Like this, we know how James Gunn directs. We know his vibe. We've seen that. I'm not unhappy with it,
right?
But I enjoyed the film. I did. I mean, if it were me, now I would have probably changed some things. But
sure,
anybody would. I mean, their personal opinion.
Right.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I did not like how they portrayed Supergirl. Can we get that comment up on there?
Sure, I'll throw that up there.
I don't think that's talked about enough.
Okay, well, okay, I'm an apologist, so I'm just gonna defend it, and that's just gonna be what it is. But no, so it depends on. I'm one of those guys that like it depends on the comic line, right? It's like, especially with Batman, like Batman's one of those characters that you can almost kind of change, not necessarily who he is, but more of like his aesthetic and the way that he appears and the way he's delivered. I mean, if you look at like the difference between the way Ben Affleck showed up versus the way Christian Bale showed up, which there are some similarities in him being like one with the shadows or whatever. But I think, he was definitely more talkative or Christian Bale was more talkative. As far as the comics, like he's doing Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which I think we're in is it the Rebirth line?
Yeah.
It's past New 52. I can't remember where exactly it's at in the line, but she does show up exactly like that in the comics. It's, trench coat. She's like getting drunk, and you have to think of it from the way of like, in my brain at least, right? I'm thinking of like some reality to it where, she watched her entire family and everybody she loved die, while she's being booted away, and, and she has her dog with her or whatever. But like, to me, that would cause trauma to want to go to like a red sun and somewhere where there's a red sun and just get blazed.
Whatever you got to justify, Jesse. I mean,
I will gotta do. She had her 15 seconds of fame and completely blew it.
Poor Crypto. She's unfit to dog parent. Call the cops. Comment of the night. Those two. The one after's worse.
Yeah.
Let's not put that one up on screen.
I don't want to get canceled, man. I just got out here. So.
This is day one.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, definitely, that seems a little harsh.
Maybe there'll be a storyline there in the future. I think you can only judge so much on a character that had 15 minutes of screen time.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to judge off of that little sliver of time. I mean,
yeah,
if you're a Marvel fan, I'm glad that you get canceled. You won't. I'm glad that I don't know, if you're a Marvel fan, you can try to defend it, but like I think it's hard because there's so much in superheroes. There's so much quantity over quality these days. So like you can't even there's so much, like with everybody having their platform, there's so much so many opinions out there. So it's hard to like thoroughly enjoy it. It's like you didn't have social media where you're going and you're like, oh, this person, everybody hated it or whatever. That was me scrolling on a phone. But you have everybody saying they hated it or for whatever reason, it wasn't as good as this or wasn't this or whatever. And so like, back in the day, it was like, let me just go see a movie. I didn't even get the only trailer I saw was in the theaters, like a month ago. So it's like, you go to see the movie and then, no expectations. There's no like, I mean, and then you come out of it and there's no like, you don't have like quick access to opinions, you know? So you're just kind of like, yeah, I enjoyed that, you know? And it's one
Yeah.
of the things, it's like, man, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those like some certain dry humor would be certain shows or whatever that have dry humor or like I feel like are funnier by yourself than they are with others. And I'm not saying Superman was like that. I think you can enjoy it, but a lot of things I think we naturally, without anybody's opinion overshadowing us, it's like easier for us to enjoy what we want to enjoy.
Yeah, that's why
Mhm.
I was off. I mean, I'm off social media now, but even before when the Superman trailers and stuff came out, I saw one trailer and then I saw a second trailer and that was it. I didn't
Yeah.
see any of like the breakdown or anything or nothing like that. I wanted to be genuinely like, okay, let's do this the old school way. Watch
Yeah.
the trailer, go to see a movie, judge off of that, not all the.
That's kind of wild. I mean,
I don't know. I
was
don't
it
know.
vulgar? Am I
There
just
was
like, am I desensitized? Like,
there
was
was
it?
there were a lot of like S bombs and I think there was an A bomb and
That's
um,
fair.
more than I think Jango Fett is probably an older individual. I'm just assuming at this point, but
Hmm.
even watching the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, there, as far as I can remember, not as many cuss words in it, if any. But I think
Maybe like one.
maybe one. Now every movie, unfortunately, is leaning more towards the vulgar side, which is really unfortunate.
Oh yeah, dude, you watch like the Japanese films, you know, they're like nothing, dude's all clean, man. Like when they did the Godzilla -1, I don't know if you saw that, but like,
No, I didn't.
holy cow, dude, it was incredible,
It was
and
a
it was
clean
like
film.
very clean, very clean. There wasn't any junk in it, dude. Like nothing. There was no
One of
junk.
I think the cleanest film that I've seen in a while was the Twisters film. There was no cussing, I don't think.
Was
There
there?
wasn't
I'm
even,
pretty sure
well,
there was.
I don't remember that, but anyway, there was not even, there definitely wasn't a kiss scene. Well, yeah, there was. I think they kissed at the beginning, but like, I think that was it. But it was like, it was solid. It was clean. There's no politics. There was no like overuse of cussing from what I can remember. It was just a solid like movie for entertainment. Like they
Yeah,
didn't get into the climate change, whatever. And we're kind of getting off track here, but like
sure.
that's the kind of wholesome movie stuff that I think they need to bring back. It's like not everything has to be a vulgar, super serious cuss scene. Especially with
Right.
a superhero film, it's supposed to be like supposed to be fun. It's Superman, you know? Just have fun.
I'm kind of on that same track to bring Henry back. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't rid of him. Um, I don't know. We'll see what Gunn does. I don't know if he'll bring him back at all, but
Maybe we'll bring him back
um,
for like a multiverse thing.
yeah, it could.
Pretty cool.
Very well could. They're doing this, like I said, they're doing this Gods and Monsters thing.
Mhm.
So James did say, what did he say? He said Superman or Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is based on Tom King's comic book series and the same name, and is said to introduce Supergirl viewers are not used to seeing. So his cousin, let's see, we see the difference between Superman, who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents from the time he's an infant, versus Supergirl, who was raised on a rock chip off of Krypton and watched everyone around her die and be killed in terrible ways for the first 14 years of her life. We won't have to wait too long to see Alcock's Supergirl, though, as Kara Zor-El makes a brief appearance in the new Superman movie. So
we got a little bit of backstory on that.
yeah,
On Supergirl's character, based on the comic book that is
Mm.
running the kind of, I guess, universe that we're diving into with the new Superman series.
and that was my only beef with James Gunn taking over, was that he was going to change things. He was going to make things like he was going to go after the quirky storylines and the quirky characters. That's just what he does. Like Mr. Fantastic never been done live on the big screen, except
Mhm.
for the CW show, The Arrow, where he showed up. But it wasn't that great.
Oh, don't tell my in-laws that. They love that show.
I love the show. No, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I'm talking about Mr. Terrific in that show.
Oh,
He was kind of especially compared to this new Mr. Terrific, it was like, classic Coke versus Dr. Cola, or whatever
Ooh.
the off brand is now.
the Winn-Dixie brand.
Yeah. So, it's pretty interesting. So yeah, it'll be cool to see where he takes the DC going forward. Peacemaker was great. Really enjoyed
Yeah,
Peacemaker.
that was fun to
Really
see.
enjoyed it.
I don't know. I can't decide if I like Rick Flag's character yet. I see him
I
as
love
such a
him, man.
I see him as such a villain because the Captain
Huh.
America movie, and that's all I was seeing was the Hydra guy from Cap. Like
Is that the
I
same
had to
guy?
step, same guy, yeah,
Mm.
same actor. I was trying to like separate it, but I was like, ah, he's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like him. He just says no. Um, where are we at? The deadline. So the Batman and Robin movie, Brave and the Bold. He described Gunn described Damian Wayne, aka Robin, as a little son of a bitch,
Whoa!
according to Deadline, and an assassin murderer who Batman takes on, who is Batman's actual son that he doesn't know exists for the first 8 to 10 years of his life. It's a strange father and son story about the two of them, and based on Grant Morrison's run of the Batman. So, which is I'm okay with that. Honestly, I'm okay with that.
We haven't seen a Damien. Well, we have
We
seen
haven't-
Robin, but
Not a Damien, not a
not a
live action
Damian
Damien.
Wayne.
That'll be
That'd be
that'll be
cool.
great.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that.
I wonder who they're
Honestly,
gonna cast for that. That would
we'll
be
get a live series of the Lanterns, which will be great. That'll be that's already casted. They're filming. That's gonna follow.
Are they gonna have Ryan
um,
Reynolds in it again?
It's gonna follow Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. Ryan Reynolds is Green Lantern. This-
And we could
dude,
just do a hate video on that. Really, that was rough. Yeah.
That's a whole thing, man.
That's
Is a
a whole
whole
day.
thing. I'm you know what, this comment's okay to add for this. That is the whole thing, dude. It's I don't know. And even like the movie itself was the idea was there. The
Yeah,
pieces were there. Bring back the nipple suits. I agree.
yeah. Why not?
I think Joel Schumacher that made essentially created the bat nipples. I think he stated in an interview one time that they are going to put like bat nipples on his tombstone. And like he was like, I will die with those on my tombstone because
I mean,
everybody just pinned it on him, man. Honestly, yeah. Own
own
it.
it.
So,
Why not?
we're gonna bring back the
Talk-
nipple suits.
It's talked about. It's publicity, I guess. Oh man. Yep.
Yeah. So
So if you had to rank, so we'll kind of move into this. If you had
Okay.
to rank the movie, 1 being Trash Monkey, 10 being best film you've ever seen, where would that fall for you?
give me the rating again.
Bat nipples.
Bad nipples.
1 being bat nipples, 10 being no bat nipples. 10 being super great. Like best movie ever.
Oh man.
It's kind of hard. It's there's multiple factors at play.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's the perfect movie by any means. I think it was a great start for the DCU. Honestly, I think you could have found a better director, if I'm being honest with myself. I
It's a
don't
bold
think.
statement.
Yeah, like for what it was and the character. Like, okay, James Gunn is a visionary and he knows what he wants, right? So like,
Mhm.
I think he's gonna get that to screen. But I'm saying what he wanted and what he got out of screen, he definitely delivered. However, like for Superman, I think that it's going to be like it's more of like you have to have a niche director to land that character, in my opinion. Because I would say too, like what you're saying is as far as him getting beat up so much, I think that he wasn't so much like larger than life in terms of like when you see Henry Cavill in Batman
Mhm.
Superman and he's pulling a freaking ship behind him, like dragging it on the ice. I don't remember if you remember seeing that
Yep.
scene, but dude, he was freaking built, dude.
Yeah, he's a man. I mean, you can tell.
What was Henry Cavill?
Yeah,
He did a lot of cool stuff. I mean, let me see if I
even
can
the
get.
fight scenes, the fight scenes that he's in that movie are pretty solid. I mean,
Yeah. No, I would say that. Yeah, he did. See if I can throw this one up. Yeah. So he did this whole. Dude was carrying a freaking. Where's the picture at? Yeah, throw the new Superman. There we go. Oh gosh, dude. And Zack Snyder is like, dude, his imagery is
yeah, his
beautiful.
cinematography is.
It's beautiful. It
It's
really
beautiful.
is.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Northern Lights in the picture there.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, can you imagine? Like that, and that's where I wanted to see. I wanted to see more of this kind of gimmick, you know, where it's like do something freaking incredible. Like
I mean,
Superman and
now the David Superman that we got, he did hold up a building or like 6 buildings that fell. So that was a cool scene. That was one of my favorite scenes. Of
sure,
him holding up the building.
that was a cool scene.
Him blowing his way out of a black hole. That's something we've never seen before. So I mean,
That
like
was very
his
cool.
strength is there, but like they could have capitalized on that because obviously, like the dude is strong. Like we know that he's like we see that, but like the whole movie, like he's just getting beat up.
Dude. Well, and even Superman and Lois, so in Superman and Lois, they ended up doing Superman 1,000,000. Dude, I'm not even crazy about like what's this guy saying? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But like I just said, that he was holding up buildings and this
Okay.
and that.
Have you seen? And we actually, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Actually, I'm gonna. I don't know if I can play this without
Copyright.
copyright. Yeah, I was gonna say copyright. Can I play it with copyright? Yeah, you know, I don't know if you've seen the pitch meeting videos.
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude, I love the pitch meeting. Pretty much any. I can share this with audio. Cool. He does all kinds of movies, dude. But check this out.
Superman movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. Oh boy, this is gonna be so dark and depressing. Actually, I was thinking the exact opposite. Oh, so you mean we're gonna include some jokes like, he's right behind me, isn't he? And, well, that just happened. Well, hopefully a step up from that. Impossible. Those are the funniest jokes in the world. That's why Marvel uses them so much. I'm just thinking we make this a little more lighthearted and infuse some jokes here and there. Here and there? What does that mean? Everywhere. Oh my god. Let no scene go unjoked, okay? So anyway, in this movie, Superman's gonna lose a fight for the first time ever. Oh boy, I can't wait to watch what that's gonna be like with my eyes and see it. Oh no, the movie starts immediately after that happens. Oh, but don't worry, sir. Superman's constantly gonna get his butt kicked.
Yeah, he goes, I'm gonna watch that and see it with my eyes and actually see it.
Yeah.
No. that was one of my only beefs. I was like, all right, come on.
Yeah,
You
the
didn't
one
even
fight that
show
they had that narrative in the very beginning.
this dude knocked him
3 hours
out.
ago, he lost the first fight, and then you don't even see it.
And even then, like when he came back, he wasn't like really, you know, he wasn't really whooping him around that much
No.
to begin with, you know. So I don't know. It
I
is
mean,
very
Hey, that's a valid comment though. New Super Dude would have died if it hadn't been for Crypto. Let's be honest. Yeah, it's valid. He would have get sucked in that black hole, man. I mean, he probably would have like blown his way out of it, maybe, but there's some valid argument there.
that's a valid argument. There's something to be
Crypto
said there.
saved his life. That's cool. But so what do you think that ranking is going to be? There, Jess Meister.
Oh shoot. That's a hard one for me, honestly.
Yeah.
I would say, if I'm being brutally honest with myself, like shirt off in the mirror. Okay, there's nothing like hiding
way
it,
to put
right? If I'm brutally honest, I would say at least a 6.
Yeah.
We're at least a 6. We're at least at Super Friends. Okay, so like
Super Friends.
you know, at least a 6. I wouldn't say it was totally bat nipples.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't bat nipples, but definitely wasn't. What's a great movie? I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I would rank it probably about a 6.4.
6.4?
6.4, 6.5, maybe. Great cinematography. I liked the soundtrack. I did not like. I can't. I did not like how he got his butt kicked the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Batman would
That's
have
my
drugged
ranking.
the new Superman.
That's
Yeah.
debatable.
I mean, yeah. If you have because he's Batman argument, then I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe.
we have to think that Batman's just as rich, if not more loaded, than Lex Luthor.
Now, are we talking like the Kurt Cocaine Batman or like,
Green goo Batman,
Come on, man.
the adrenaline Batman.
I like Pattinson. I thought he was
I
good.
thought he was great. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna upset old boy in the comments here, but I don't know how you feel about Pattinson.
I enjoyed his Batman.
He was good. What else for me? But yeah, having Superman and Batman like
That'll be an
linked up.
interesting blend, honestly.
Yeah,
You have
because
two very different contrasts and
Right.
vibes of movies. Like the Batman was so serious and like he got real with it, and then you got this one where it's kind of like it's a little jokish and fluffy, and he got his butt kicked, and you have
Well,
to
and that's-
merge those two. That's going to be
right.
very
That's where I
interesting.
like the Henry Cavill dynamic because he's like easily, dude. He went to Batman, and was like, stay out of it. There wasn't like a can you please? It was like
Well, my mom said that if I'm a
I
good
can't-
boy, then
I can hurt
I
you.
can do this.
George is the best. That's a whole different episode. I think we're gonna
We have
yeah,
to
we'll-
do.
we'll probably-
We're gonna have to do it.
that would be another episode. He's just what do you like, man? Like, so is it just the Henry Cavill Superman? Is that like the only character that you really care for, or is there another Superman would have cried?
Superman would have cried the whole fight. Wow, that's a bold statement there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, looking forward to the rest of the DC universe.
Yeah, I think this is a step in the right direction. In the
More than
DC
what we had
world,
before, honestly.
yeah. I think
Dang,
it's a
dude.
step in the right direction.
Yeah,
That's also. I mean, he was in jail.
he was.
So, I mean,
he was in a pocket dimension. What was he gonna do? Like,
pocket
realistically?
universe with kryptonite, so he was like dying. So like you could have the argument, oh, he's Superman, he's supposed to be like whatever, but that's his weakness.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but he's learning to depend on other people, I guess. Because he's
I
like,
think that's good.
I called in friends. I'm like, okay,
I think that's good. That's a good step. Like I said, step in the right direction for his character development and for the movie series. I think it's good. I'm excited. I am.
I really hope it's the whole. He feels like the whole world's made of cardboard. Justice League animated show where it's like, I need to. I have to be careful, so that's why he's always like, maybe he was taking the beating because he knew he could handle it. He knew he could take the beating. I mean, it wasn't like I really have no way out of this. I mean, he was fully prepared to take the battle on by himself. He wasn't like calling in people to come help him. He was calling them to go stop the war. So, but yeah.
Argument could be made. He's like, I don't know. Because like he's got that little bit of arrogance about him too. I don't know. It's a good discussion point. No, he just can't.
Yeah, so I think we'll continue this. We'll go next Monday. I think we'll start on Mondays. We'll start streaming at probably 6:45 if we can make it. I would like to do 6:45.
6:45, 7 o'clock, somewhere around there. We'll keep it rolling.
Oh yeah. So we'll do that.
Different topics, not just soups, not just Batman.
Yeah, not just soups, not just Batman, DC, Marvel, Star Wars. We talk about Star Wars and we get some of the other guys on here. We can really get the discussion going. If we get Gabe and Lisa in here and Brandon, then we can really get some yeah, nice talking to you too. Appreciate the banter. That was great.
Yeah, it's a great conversation.
So yeah, we'll get those guys on there and then we'll get some real art. If you want to argue, I'm telling you, Gabe's the guy to do it with.
Gabe has an answer to seemingly everything. He
Yeah,
will say his piece about it.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
It's been fun.